God bless everybody. God bless everyone. Today we're going to look at a verse. We're going to go ahead and make this quick. I just wanted to go ahead and give you an inspirational word today. We're going to look at Proverbs 28 verse 1, and it says, "The wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are bold as a lion." The wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are bold as a lion. Now, we have to recognize why it's stating, first of all, why the unrighteous are fleeing. So let's go ahead and examine why the unrighteous are fleeing, but yet why the righteous stay strong as a lion. So it pretty much comes down to this. We have to understand that the unrighteous have no base and no ground where they stand. When you are unrighteous, you have no identity, because your identity should come from Christ. When you are unrighteous, you flee because you don't know what to stand for. See, just like in a military, think of a military. If there are military men that believe in the cause of which they are fighting for, they will not flee. Why? Because they know what they're standing for. But the moment that it gets too difficult for a warrior, the moment that it gets too difficult for a soldier, if they do not believe or know what they stand for, they will flee. Why? Because they don't have identity. They don't have the understanding of why they are standing or fighting for something. But the moment that you are righteous, the moment that you understand that you fight for a greater cause, the moment that you are understanding that you are a child of the living God, and that your daddy is the creator of the universe, then you will stand bold as a lion, no matter the circumstances, no matter the people, no matter what comes your way. You will stand as strong as a lion because you know who your daddy is. You know what you stand for. That's why David in the Bible, he was facing David and Goliath, and he said, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that is coming against the people of God?" And he says, "I'll fight him." He wasn't so secure in what he believed. He was secure in who he believed in. He already knew that yes, he had fought the bears and the lions that attacked his sheep, but the greatest thing, the reason why he was able to stand, was because he believed in the God that he was fighting for. He said, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that is coming against the people of God?" He already had a cause and a purpose, and he knew what he was fighting for, and he knew who he was fighting for. So he was able to remain faithful. He was able to remain strong in the foundation. That's why the unrighteous will flee, while the righteous will stand strong as a lion. The Bible says in John that we have those that believe have the right to become children of God. If our daddy is a lion, you only have you have that DNA flowing through you. That means that you are a lion as well. If your daddy is a conqueror, that means that you need to be a conqueror. If your daddy is the one fighting and he doesn't lose battles, then you know who to stand with. And the Bible says that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Why? Because your daddy, which is a lion, which is the Alpha and the Omega, Yeshua HaMashiach, is the one that stands with you. Then you are a lion. You become strong because your faith is not in yourself. The reason why many people flee is because their faith is in themselves. When your faith is in yourself, you recognize that you are just human. You recognize that you are full of flaws. You recognize that there's just certain limitations that we have. But when you are standing righteous in the foundation of God, you won't flee, because it's not about you. It's not about what you can do. It's not about what you can give. It's about what your God can do. It's about what your God can give. So in the facing of the trials, You won't look to yourself, because the Bible says it's not by our strength and it's not by our might, but it's by the Spirit of God. It is not by men, it is by the Spirit of God. That's why we're able to conquer. That's why we're able to continue, because it's not by our strength, but it's by the strength of our Father, because He is El Shaddai. He is Jehovah Jireh. He is Jehovah Rapha. We stand on a greater platform. We stand on a greater platform. That's why Jesus says, build your house on a rock. Not just any rock, the bedrock, the foundational rock, which is Jesus Christ. Build your house on a rock. Because if you build your house on Jesus, you ain't going nowhere. No matter the storm, no matter the wind, you ain't going nowhere. You will become a lion because you know the faith that you have inside of you. You will become a conqueror because you know that no matter the circumstances that come your way, the Bible says, be strong and courageous because I am with you. When you believe in God and your foundation is in God Himself, you will become a lion. So I want to encourage you today. Remember that you are a lion. You are a lion. Don't flee. Don't just go like the spies did, and the 12 spies and 10 of them came back and says, those people are giants. They're gonna eat us up like we look like grasshoppers to them. They're gonna eat us up like bread. But there was two, Joshua and Caleb, that said, no, we can take the land. No, we can conquer, because they knew their foundation. They knew who they believed in. They knew who took them out of Egypt and was taking them to the promised land. They knew who divided the Red Sea. They knew who sent the plagues. They said, if God can do all of that, there is no way that my God can do this either. See, there is something in the Bible that happened. There's something in the Bible, and the Bible says that David, when David went to fight Goliath, he grabbed 5 stones. And we all know the story, and many of us know why. He grabbed 5 because Goliath had 4 brothers. So David was saying, well, I'm gonna defeat you, and I'm also gonna defeat your brothers. See, when you have faith enough, when you believe enough, you understand that you have faith enough to conquer your first Goliath, but you have faith enough to conquer the coming ones. You have faith enough to conquer and say, no matter what comes in the future, I will have the strength to overcome. I will be victorious because I stand on a rock and I am a lion. Remember, guys, you are a lion.